Neutral bomb assault is obviously a new game mode, and this video is going to go into like some of the sort of tidbits of assault that you may not be aware of that will help you to win your ranked games. So fortress start, you can go for snipe. Closest guy should really go for snipe. And as soon as I'm running out of here, there's two places I'm looking. I'm looking here to see if anyone chows, and I'm looking up there if I stay here. You can also look through there as well, but looking down here, can't see anything. Someone might rush you through archers down here as well, through the archway, but they won't have got time to get there yet. The furthest they'll be is here, and that's even if they've curb slid. We can hold back. We can look through, try and get an idea of what's going on. Crosshair placement was a bit off. We are looking through. I'm not a fan of the double zoom myself.
Bomb taken.
And with the bomb, so a bomb's like the flag, right? So the bomb is only visible when you sprint with it, and that means you can do all the camo shenanigans with it, like on Aquarius. So you want to play Slayer and then lock the enemy team up, and hopefully we'll see how teams kind of deal with that. But running at the base when all 4 of your enemies are alive is just not a good idea, so don't do that.
Bomb taken.
This guy actually, who's in the back of the base down here, that's a really good idea. So being in the back of the enemy base when they're moving forward, it gives you 2 advantages. First advantage, it means you've got intel on where they are on their side of the map. Second advantage, you can shoot them in the ass. There's actually a third advantage. It locks spawns. So if you stand on this side of the base, it will cause them to spawn down in elbow down here. And if you stand kind of in this area down here, it will cause them to spawn on the spiral side of the base. So you can manipulate the spawns how you want. Fortress's big problem is it's super easy to manipulate spawns, and when you've got the sniper rifle as well, if you can get the enemy team back into their base, it just makes the game not fun for them. So killing this guy is really important. Well played. That guy had to die. And responding to information from teammates is good here. Aim was solid, no windmilling. A bit preemptive on the zoom there. I like to get my target and then zoom in. So we should be trying to move the bomb here. We'll see if anyone tries to plant it.
Bomb arming.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. This thing here, this bomb. See how it's got like a little diamond around it, and the little diamond's got like a line in it that's kind of like full to that type. That's how armed the bomb is, and I know you're saying, yeah, that's obvious, but did you know that if the bomb has been recently armed, then its arm counter slowly goes down? So that means you don't have to arm the bomb in one attempt. You can arm the bomb a little, drop it, kill them, pick it up, arm the bomb a little more, kill them again, and then score. You don't have to just sit there. I see so many people just sitting in the zone and just holding the bomb, and it's just really dumb. Like, you don't need to do that. Don't do it. Unless they're all dead, don't do it. This is okay, holding here. We have a really large positional advantage once he comes out of scope. Because standing here, we're not really accomplishing anything. So this is good. So a really good setup for this map is you want someone kind of down in this area down here. You definitely want someone on ring 3. And if you want to know how to get to ring 3, which is kind of this ledge here, we did do a short recently where you can get from there and some other places as well. And then finally, you have a guy on the bomb, and then the other guy just kind of floats around. And that will make the enemy team spawn in their elbow side, which is over here, where the sniper spawns. So it's a really good way to lock them down. And because they spawn in elbow, they actually spawn, like, down. So that means you have a height advantage on them as well, which means it's very easy to plant the bomb. So holding like this is good, but camping in the tower is not good, because if anyone moves to their tower, we can't tell. So you want to be further over, because now, look. Nice shot, but they've got space to sort of come behind him. Whereas if he was a bit further forward and positioned a bit more aggressively, we would see them when they tried to do that. He is holding them down, and it is working. But we're not scoring the objective. We don't have the pressure. So this is a really good example of low-ranked games, where he's literally trash-canning the other team. He's like beating them in bandit fights. He's sniping them. But the team's not scoring, and it's because the positioning's not proactive enough. You can get as many kills as you want, but you don't win the game unless you plant the bomb, right? And staying in this tower here now is a mistake, because if anyone on his team fights now, can he help them? And the answer is unequivocally no. The only way he can help them is if someone goes this way, or if someone comes down this way, or goes under. He's covering the flanks, but he's not helping them in a gunfight. So if all 4 players from the other team fight his team, they're at a disadvantage because he's at the other side of the map. So you have to be really careful when you're going to do stuff like this because you're making your team enter a 3v4 if you don't move. Spawning up here tells us that the enemy team is on this side of the map. You'll always spawn far away from the enemies, right? And Fortress is so small. So spawning here, it makes you question, is someone like over here or over here? And someone's on the tower, so there you go. Point proven. The bad thing is if bomb's here and you're on that team and you're over here, what are you doing? Because you can't stop the bomb from being planted. The only excuse is if you're picking up the sniper rifle from the enemy base and you snipe through the middle of the map to kill them. That's the only excuse. This position's okay. At this point, I would say this bomb plant attempt is scuffed up. I would try to live up there a little bit. Enemy team's not moving the bomb for some reason. See how it's partially armed and it's on the ground? That's what we were talking about earlier. Look how it's not going down, really, because it's in the zone. It's not actually changing because it's in the zone. The enemy team, you should pick it up and throw it as fast as you can when that happens, like he is, look. So now the arm timer is decreasing. You can just throw it. You don't have to do that. It behaves like the oddball, which means you can throw it off the map if you want, which is a good play sometimes if you can't get out your base. This is a little desperate. I would have probably dropped it and fought here. Yeah, because that guy that just killed him, I don't know if you guys saw that, but the guy here that just killed him was one shot. So if he wasn't holding the bomb, he probably would have killed him because he took like 4 shots off him. And now we're kind of holding like all sides of their base, so they're just going to spawn everywhere and it's a mess. So you don't want to be in this scenario where your team is kind of like here, 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 because if you're holding their base like this, where do they spawn? Yeah, other than like under tower or in front of you in this area. So you just got to be really careful when you're going to move up. And it happens a lot in Aquarius as well, where teams just hard push the entire enemy base. And it's like, that kind of works. But you have to be careful with it because they're going to spawn behind you. And then if they get the bomb off you and kill you all, they're just going to get the bomb in your base because the map's so small. I think from end to end, this map's probably smaller than Aquarius. But somehow we get a bomb plant off. Sitting here is good. I like this. A little bit of windmilling there. If you just go back and watch that segment. So look how many windmills he does with the stick because of the panic. So when this is happening, you just want to walk backwards. Because you're ahead. He's hit him. So he doesn't need to sweat the melee. Like, he can just walk backwards and he wins. But look at the sheer amount of panic now. Oh, everywhere. Yeah. So you just need to chill. Like, when you go down and you take fights, like, if you're in the lead, you don't need to go for the melee, because then you'll trade. Or you'll lose. Holding here is okay. I think he just naded himself. Crosshair placement was a bit questionable there. One big thing I don't see lower ranked players do is when you take a fight like that, just aim down sight. Like, it just makes it easier. Just ADS. Just right, not right click. What is it on controller? Right stick or left trigger? Oh, he's picked up the bomb and we're running away from him. Where are we looking? There's no one here. Some of the stuff. Good positioning. There was a player on ring 3 there. That's good positioning from him. Look how much pressure. Do you see how much pressure this position has? If you're not using this position in your game, start using it. Because you can just leave whenever you want. Anyway, let's talk about Assault. So the main thing that's different about Assault, right, is there's 2 sides of the map, isn't there? So you've got the red side of the map and you've got the blue side of the map, or whatever colours you use. Apologies if you're colourblind and that's hard to see. So, in a normal game of objective like CTF, you have to go to the enemy base, get the flag, and then take it back. However, in Assault, there is no taking back. In Assault, you literally get the bomb. There's a bomb. Yeah. You take it to the enemy base, and then you score. So there is no coming back. So because there is no coming back, what that means is in Capture the Flag, it's usually optimal to hold the middle of the map, like in Aquarius, and hold their util, and then you run the flag, and then you watch them respawn and you catch the respawns. Assault is similar, but because there isn't any coming back, what it means is on a map like this, a map like Fortress, where you've got the sniper towers, and you got the middle of the map, and it goes across like this. What this means is what you can actually do is once you get the bomb in their base, you just literally sit here, ring 3, and a guy with the bomb, and then another player can just sort of hang around, like maybe in the tower or something, and then you plant the bomb, and then when the bomb explodes, number 3 goes back, he gets the bomb, and he comes back, and you just get stuck. The objective is in your base. You spawn in your base. So it's not like CTF where you have to take the flag away. The objective is you. So this means that because of how that plays, Fortress ends up being a really snowbally game because you're essentially taking the bomb into the enemy's base. And if you hold the map, they can't get map control. So that's why so many people hate Assault. Because the spawns on Fortress are too static. So holding down there is good. Like the guy who's holding down here. This is good because now we're getting flanked. So we have to be careful about flanks. This is why defending your base is really hard because they're coming from behind you and you're looking at your base. So the respawners flank you. So this is where it's totally different to capture the flag because that doesn't really happen. But the spawns don't move. You never really want to be holding the bomb for a long time. You can just juggle it, but you want to be careful juggling it because it broadcasts your position. You can be sneaky with it. Position here is relatively okay. He's near his teammates, ready for a crossfire. So this is good. This is good positioning. Relative to his team. I would have picked up the BR here. BR is definitely the call long range because it de-scopes the enemy player a lot faster. It's harder for them to scope in. Nice little crouch jump. This player's movement's actually alright. No curb slides, but the crouch jump was fine. Well, I said this player, it's literally Zeph who's in the chat. Good crouch jump. Bit of indecision here. Sniper is spawning, I think, is it? Can't see because we're in theatre. It has spawned.
I see headshots in your future.
Try to ping. I don't know if pings don't come up in theatre or not. That was fine. I would have just gone for the snipe and beat down there. Just ran into him. Enemy team's clearly not communicating. After this bomb goes... What? Oh, there was another player. No, your movement's okay. Right, this is what I'm talking about. Look where the bomb is. Look where allies are. They're on the other side of the map. Can they do anything? No. So that means this bomb's going to get planted, doesn't it? Oh, nearly. So Yap died. He was too far away, but that guy MVP'd. He literally just saved from the other team scoring. Is he going to play it off the map? That is something you could do if they're all alive. No. Why did he not throw it? So in that scenario, you want to throw it. Like, think about that logically. If you're trapped on your side of the map and the bomb's here and all 4 of the enemies are alive, what's easier, going this way or just yeeting it off the map? Because I know which one I'd choose. You just want to throw it off the map and reset the game state. You don't want to try and run it through all 4 of them. It's not worth it. Oh, he did throw it off the map. Okay, I'm talking rubbish. So that was well played. Get rid of the pressure. Remove it. Tower is incredibly powerful on this map. You cannot allow enemy players to stay in tower. They have to die. Yeah, you can throw it. Obviously in Aquarius you can't. There's actually a bug at the moment where if you're on so you shouldn't do this. If you throw the bomb into spiral on the staircase down there, there's a chance it can get stuck under the stairs and then you can't pick it up. And it's happened to me a few times. There are other ways that you can put the bomb out of play that I'm not going to say because I don't want people to bug abuse, but there are a few ways you can bug the bomb out. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. Can you sprint with the bomb? I think you can. And maybe you can't, no. Oh, a bit of panic there again, Zeph. Don't be afraid to back up. Did we have nades then? Did we have some nades? We had 2 nades. No, we didn't. We had one nade.
Bomb taken.
Yeah, we had one nade, so we can use some nades to generate a bit of space between us and the enemy players. We could go backwards. We could have thrown a nade on this wall here, down on the ground, and that might have stopped him from pushing around, and we could have gone backwards instead. But it's all in hindsight. As long as the bomb's not in your base, it's fine. You don't need to hold it. You don't need to hard hold the bomb. It's not like Oddball where you get points for it. Because now you're dead, and you could have survived and just stopped them. Well, we're spawning elbow. No one's ring 4 though. Or ring 3. This is fine. I think sprinting like that's a little brave without information, but it worked out in the end. Looking around. So here's like a bit of indecision. We obviously can't see the kill feed, but if people are firing, you want to try to figure out where they're firing from. Staying in the back of the base is okay, but map control. Go, 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 go. We want map control so they can't bring the bomb towards us. Flying down here is good.
Bomb dropped.
Hit the crouch jump again. Nice. Back up, drop off. Yeah, sometimes you just have to figure out when you're going to lose. That was one of those instances. I would have just dropped down. And I might have got shot across the map. Like, you never know. That guy might have shot me, but sometimes it's better to just dip out for a little. Can't believe we're harming the bomb in their base again. So, the positioning problem here is we're so far away. We're not helping. Like, we're checking the base. But we should be able to keep an eye on the kill feed and the enemy players alive to know how many players are fighting. And we can tell if they're behind us or not. Holding here is fine. We need to see where they're at. We need info. That player's taking damage. Do not drop. Do not drop down. Yes, good. I was expecting the old power position drop down that we see in gold videos a lot there. Not to be insulting, but it just happens a lot. Holding the power position here is good. That's good. Right. Kill that guy. Oh, you can have this guy so hard. Don't go for the melee, though. Yeah. Yeah, the play there was to go straight in and just try and trade him out. Because if he's in your base with sniper and you trade, that's good. Because the snipe's on your side of the map. They've lost it. It's all about time, right? Like, oh dear. Yeah, it's all about time, isn't it? I mean, if you think about it. Yeah, again, map. Your spawn. Their spawn. Guy with the sniper dies here. You die there. You respawn here. You move back to get the sniper. He respawns there. He has to go that way. Who gets there first? I hope this is helpful. It's been an interesting game of Assault. Both teams kind of struggling. I find like a lot of the games on this map actually end up like this because players kind of struggle to end the game because it's so small. And the easiest way to end Fortress is to just spawn camp the entire enemy team. You can spawn lock them and it's kind of like Halo 3. With like MLG Onslaught and Amplitude where you just spawn kill people over and over. That's the problem with this map. It's very small and Tower's very powerful. And ring 3 is very powerful. Sitting here is not advantageous. I can feel the indecision. You definitely want to move up and take space, even if it's just like here. You don't need to hard push their tower. You could literally just sit here, and you could just like sort of stand here and just get info, and then if it's clear, maybe you could go that way. But you just want to be careful, like, because sitting here does nothing, right? You're not going to get any damage. You're not going to get any info. You're just not getting anything.
Objective ready. Power weapons en route.
Yeah. Okay, so they're moving the snipe into our, the bomb into our base. Fair enough. Oh. They're arming. You got some balls not looking at the bomb, not looking at the guy with the bomb when you got the sniper like that. One of the things I want you to look at, Zeph, is when you're using the sniper rifle, say if the target that you're trying to kill is here, right? So if this is the guy you're trying to kill, what I want you to do is I want you to practice moving the reticule to him and then zooming in. Don't zoom in here and then move. Move to the target and then zoom in. You'll find it much easier. And use the left stick. Use your movement to help your aim. But that's game, I believe. That was game. So, by no means was that a bad game from Zeph. I mean, for gold, you know, plenty of kills, plenty of lockdown, just a bit, you know, a bit of lost pressure. So I think if you learn how to channel the pressure on the map that you have and be a bit more proactive, definitely could rank up a little bit there. Movement was okay. Like, it would be nice to see curb slides, but it's not going to win you games in gold. What's going to win you games in gold is map pressure, presence, damage, and just converting kills to objective time or kills to objective scores. So, you know, if you want to sit with the sniper at the back and you want to pop heads, that's fine. Just find a really good place to do it. And on Fortress, it definitely wants to be a bit more further round, just so you can, if they're not spawning in Spiral, you don't need to stay in the sniper area. And if you stand in the ledge area between Tower and Spiral, then it means that they won't spawn there unless your team are blocking the other side. So I hope that helped out. This was the second VOD review. You can get yours reviewed as well if you join the Discord or if you email a Tracker Network link. But that'll be it for today in terms of Teaching Tuesday. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much.